This is the Wyfold Challenge Cup, a race that was delayed from a little bit earlier on. Dresdner, Ruderverein of Germany against Nonesuch Boat Club. Wyfold Challenge Cup. So they've had a delay. They had an issue with the German boat. It was in the boat tent, getting some repair done to it, and now the boat seems to be fine. Let's see how quickly they can get it down the course. Just having a look at Dresdner, straying into the middle of the course a little bit from Temple Island.
A little bit, but not too bad. Sometimes the stream pushes you wide off the island a little bit there, but they've done a good, not too bad a job there. And they're looking tidy, they're looking fast and tidy. And at this point, just after the island, they'll be starting to think about getting into their race rhythm, which will be their most efficient way of rowing. They can relax a little bit more and move out of their start into their main body of the race, which is the most important part. It's obviously the longest part of the race.
So this is the last race of the 80 that we've seen today. And as they're heading in, as Alex says, hitting the rhythm of the race. Oh, there's a gentleman enjoying the sunshine there on the bank. He's having a good time for a nap, but he might miss some good rowing here, because Dresdner against Nonesuch is shaping up to be a decent contest.
Quite like the way that stroke man moves around the back. He's very smooth and calm, and his oar doesn't stop at his body, which is really good. I like that. I bet he's setting up a really good rhythm for the guys behind, and that's his job as a stroke man.
Yannick on the Dresdner boat, the stroke man. Celebrating their 125th year, Dresdner.
Well, it looks like they're doing a good job here. And if you look at the stern of their boat, what we want to do in rowing is try and reduce the dip of that stern as much as possible.
The umpire, we heard him shouting there. I think he was suggesting that Dresdner need to get back onto their side of the course. We had the picture of the close-up of Dresdner there, but they definitely seem to be just floating out towards the middle of the course a little bit and getting a bit too close to Nonesuch for the umpire's liking. So he's shouted into the megaphone to get them back onto their side of the course.
It's easily done. You sort of get yourself drawn across to the other crew. You just want to be a little bit closer, so maybe you can steer off them. But yeah, it is important, and I guess that's the umpire's job, to keep the course straight.
Oh, and we may see more umpire interference. Just look at the path that Nonesuch are going there. Nonesuch are cutting right across, and they still are. And there goes the flag. So Dresdner against Nonesuch. Just tell us a little bit, Alex, about what's going on in those boats and what the umpire's seeing here.
Well, yeah, the umpire's seeing Nonesuch crew coming across into the Dresdner crew. But these guys, the German crew, are relaxed, they're out ahead, and it's not bothering them too much. It doesn't matter, and in fact, it's probably to their advantage, because they're sending down puddles into the Nonesuch crew, and which have caused them difficulties, make it harder for them to row and keep the balance.
Yeah, so Dresdner will be happy to see Nonesuch in their wake, bouncing around in those puddles that you mentioned, if they choose to come across Nonesuch into their wake. But the umpires got Nonesuch back onto their side of the course, and normal services resumed for now. In the evening sunshine, shadows lengthening over there on the bank of the Thames.
Yeah, these German guys will be enjoying this. They're in control. They're relaxed. They're probably taking their rating down a little bit, and they're going to come past the stands here with a few applause from the people who are left here watching in the sun, and they're just really going to enjoy this. It won't be as easy tomorrow. The rounds get harder and harder, particularly in this event, I'm sure, and so they've got to soak this up and enjoy this.
All former University of Bristol students, Nonesuch Boat Club. Only raced in Henley in the 2013 and 14 regattas. That's some good experiences there. But at the moment, second best to the German boat. This is the Wyfold Challenge Cup. Last year, Nonesuch knocked out on the Thursday of the Thames Challenge Cup, and on the Friday the year before here at Henley. Looks like it'll be a Thursday exit for Nonesuch in the Wyfold. And look, the lead extending all the time. I think Nonesuch know the game's up, and the Germans just forging ahead impressively.
There's no coming back from that. Look at that shot. That's classic Henley shot, isn't it? With the church tower behind. It's a lovely shot. As I say, those guys have got to enjoy that. That's beautiful. This is Henley at its best.
Yes, St George's Cross just fluttering in the very light breeze, which takes the edge off the temperature. On the top of the church at Henley here, up towards the bridge. Oh, what a picture that is.
I love this place, don't you?
There are worse places to be. Here they come then. Dresdner. I don't think they'll be soaking up the view and the atmosphere quite as much as we are here in the commentary box. They'll be thinking about their race strategy, not just their race strategy, but their regatta strategy, won't they? And they're two different things.
Absolutely, they'll still be hurting. This is still hurting, and it's about energy control and conservation. And they'll have a big race tomorrow, so they're just trying to reduce that expenditure of energy as much as they can, while still staying in control of this race. They have got it sewn up at this point, I would say.
So, Dresdner towards the finish line. Some of the landmarks of Henley in the background. Some other boats out there for a cool down ahead of strenuous activities coming up in the next few days. You see on both sides of the course. There's the finish line. Judges' box. Some of the scribes and the hacks and the journalists up there, keeping an eye on things.
They have a lovely loping style. It's quite relaxed. It's quite loose. Fluid, yeah. I like the way they row.
Here come the Germans then. Dresdner safely through the final race of the day, the Wyfold Challenge Cup against Nonesuch Boat Club, who are a couple of lengths back. Final few strokes, last heave for the Germans. Heading to the line now. You like the technique, Alex Gregory? They like the result. Over the line they go. Little punch of the air from Thuringia.
Well done, lads.
Yeah, that was a pretty well executed race. Here come Nonesuch Boat Club. They can enjoy the rest of the weekend socially, and for the Germans, they've got the small matter of the next round of the Wyfold Challenge Cup to look forward to over the weekend.